Hey guys, welcome back. I'm gonna try to do this one on the iPhone today because I don't have the GoPro charged. But doing a little update on the Mustang. I've had this Mustang for 12 years, 11 years now. Pretty much right from the beginning, as y'all know, I started modifying it. One of the very first things I did was take the factory aluminum or factory radiator out and replaced it with a Mishimoto 2-core aluminum. That's probably been 11 years ago. My wife bought it for me as a gift. I have no real complaints. Thing has performed great. The car's always ran 210 or under, even on the hottest days. I've never had the car overheat. That's with the 351 Windsor, long tubes. Now it has mid-length, but long tubes, everything. It's never overheated. So this year, a couple times when I drove it, it would float the 210 mark at like the track and stuff. Just for me, it made me uncomfortable. Not that it was running hot or anything, but just that I couldn't cool it down as much as I wanted. So step one of this, and we're gonna see how it goes, is I've upgraded the radiator from the Mishimoto to what they call a code case. So I want to show you a comparison. So this is a Mishimoto 2-core, and this is the code case replacement that I'm putting in it. So just for comparison's sake, I don't know if you can tell on video how much wider that is, but it's roughly 1.5 times as wide, maybe even 2. It's close. That's supposed to be the difference. It's got bigger cores in it. It's just supposed to be a better radiator all the way around. I'm hoping between that and swapping back to my factory style fan that I can get this thing down to 180 or so again and kind of keep it there. If that doesn't work and don't get it to the temperature I want, the next step is going to be one of the, and I don't even know how you say it, starts with an M, Mitzer, I don't know, whatever it is, y'all probably know. Electric water pumps. It's like $750 for these fucking cars. It has a pulley and you can still drive it on the street. So that's going to be the next step. The water pump in it's a aftermarket Stewart, I believe is what it is. And it seems to flow plenty of water when I've checked it and pulled the radiator cap off and stuff. It flows plenty. So I don't think that's my issue. I think the radiator just, honestly, between the oil cooler down here and this big transmission cooler and then still having an AC condenser, I just don't think there's enough radiator there before. So I'm thinking that this radiator is probably going to alleviate most of my problem. That and a good factory fan with a factory seal. So I'm not going to actually use this fan. This fan's owed. This 5.0 fan is owed, and I just feel like it's not at peak performance. So I'm going to go ahead and order another one off eBay that's got lower mileage, and hopefully that'll bring it back around. And we'll just kind of go from there. But I'll give y'all an update and let y'all know how it works. And if I see any drop in temperatures, and we'll kind of just pray and hope for the best here. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, I'm back. Wanted to give an update on this code case radiator install. So I got it in, no issues. You know, this car's got some challenges just due to the fact that it is a 351 Windsor with a blower on it. And so I have that extra crank pulley on there, and it extends out quite a bit from the harmonic balancer and the stock pulley there. So I decided to go back to the factory OEM 9-blade SN95 fan. There's mixed opinions on this, but I tried the dual contour fans. To be honest, I'm just not impressed with them. They did what they were supposed to do as far as keeping the car under 210, but to be honest, they just didn't do what I thought they should do. They don't flow as much air. So this took me the better part of the day to get this all in here. It fits great. It is much thicker, but there's still plenty of room. If you look here, it looks like this fan's touching the crank pulley, but it's probably got a 1/4 inch. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you've got a bent core support or something, you might run into some issues there. Not a whole lot of room. But got it all in. I run a Davis Craig dual fan controller. You can program it to, you know, whatever you want it to come on at. It's just got these little probes that go in the back of the radiator fins, and it's been on there for a couple of years. It works great. I run a Maxi 60 amp Maxi fuse inline. As you can see, it's pretty good size. But I got a 60 amp in there. These factory fans pull a lot of amps on startup. So I've run that before in the past and had no issues. One of the things I've been wanting to do that I hadn't done until today, I went ahead and put an inline circuit breaker, and I decided to run an on-off switch. I've seen this done at the track on a couple cars, been wanting to do it. So when I'm at the track, I can pop the hood now. Hid me a little high amp switch over here in the corner, and I can reach down here while I'm at the track and flip that on. No power draw off of anything else besides the fan, no having to have the key on or anything. And I can let this fan run. And that's on the low side, and it won't run the battery dead, hopefully. And it moves quite a bit of air, probably about as much as my dual contours did on high. So, and then on high, of course, when the fan controller kicks it on when you're driving, I've got it set to come on at 165, and I was watching temperature gauge today. It's coming on right at 165, and it's staying cool. So I'll let y'all know how it does. I'll be doing a drive tomorrow probably if the weather's good. I'll have it out, but it all fit in there fine. The fit and finish of this Be Cool is very, very nice. The radiator is nice fit and finish. The only thing I did have to do when I was putting this in here, these tabs are a little bit, these metal brackets are a little long. So what I did is I drilled out the factory fan hoe, and then I use these little spacers to push it down flush with the fan to make it tight. That's really the only modification I had to make. It took me probably 10 minutes. But overall, I'm extremely happy with how this radiator is. And you can see the thickness in here. It's just it's a meaty sucker. So we'll see how it does, and hopefully everything works out. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Thanks, guys.